Hi everyone, it's Ashley from Going Crochetsy, and I noticed I didn't have an intro for this video, so here I am to give you an intro. This week I went to my third market of the season, and I'm just gonna bring you through, pack up, set up, do my market, and give you some tips and ideas and my breakdown of how it went for this video. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. Bye. I am getting ready to go to my market. I have one more bag worth of stuff I'm gonna bring with me that I added price tags to and got ready. Like my owls that I made, I added prices to them, and so now I am headed to the market space so I can go set up. And I will try to take some video while I am there so that you guys can see. So there was one thing that I was hoping would get here in time for my market. It's a stand for my mother's items so that I can display them a little bit nicer amongst my stuff, so it gives her more of a distinct area for her specific items. But it did not come. It does say is going to be arriving today, so fingers crossed when I get home it's here and I can bring it with me tomorrow and just adjust my setup tomorrow morning before the market starts. But for now I don't have it. I'm gonna just set my space up as I usually do, and as you can see I have all of my things behind me. We were able to fold down both of my seats today, so that gave me a little bit more space and freedom to put all of my extra items, because it seems like every time I do these markets I'm starting to get more and more extra pieces for my display, just to try to make it a little bit nicer. I'm still new at the display. I've had some suggestions on what to do with my display just to make it a little bit better, and it's a process, and I'm learning as I go, and I'm hoping that this display is nicer than my last display and continue on becoming nicer and nicer every time. But with that, I am going to go ahead and finish driving to my destination and get my setup going. So I just got done setting up my booth, and of course it took me like the entire time. I got there a little after 5. It's now almost 7. I am starving. I'm gonna go grab some food to eat, but with my place. You have the entry and then you have to go into different rooms, but I'm in the gym and I'm like right front and center at the door. So when you walk in, you see my booth right away. So I'm very, very happy with my placement. One of the tables is a little bit cluttered with like the crystals and the trees and some other, like there's stickers, and it's just kind of a jumbled mess. But I'm gonna just go with it. Might change it up a little bit tomorrow. I was supposed to get a spinning stand to display my mom's items nicely, so that it's just a little bit neater looking, a little bit more professional looking. And it was supposed to come today. I just got a message from Amazon. It's not coming until May 1st. So that's out of the question. I got the sun in my eyes. That's going to be out of the question. Not going to be able to make that work. So I'm just going to have to deal with a flat space. I do have some clear step-up stands that I might bring tomorrow just to try to neaten up the space a little bit more and to really make her items pop upon the black tablecloth that I have, just to kind of clean up the space, because it's just like all thrown in there, and I want it to be nice so that people look at it rather than just pass by it because it's just too cluttered. So I'll probably do that, but right now I am on my way home and I'm gonna eat some supper, and I have lots of left, like extra inventory underneath my table just in case I do well selling tomorrow. I have higher hopes about this market versus my previous two markets because this one's more known about, better advertised. It's a good place to be. I have a good space in it as well. Like I'll be one of the, not the first vendor because they have some all through the hallway on your entry as well, but one of the first in the gym. So right when you walk in the gym, they'll see me. So that gives me a little bit more of a like adrenaline boost and excitement boost, and I think that will be good for me, because I have been feeling a little down about the other two markets I've gone to, just imposter syndrome kind of sneaking in on me. So I think this will be good. I'm hoping. I have better hopes about this market than I have about any other ones I've done this year so far. So with that said, I will see you tomorrow. It is time that we go to the market. So here's my fit check. I have my purse. I have my sandals for the day because it's supposed to be nice out. And then my bag with all my food and other supplies to make the day go by better. So I am very mad at myself right now. I was halfway to the event and I remembered I forgot my notebook. It's the least of my problems, honestly. I have my change, I have my phone, I have my all my supplies, I have my food, everything like that. But I forgot my notebook. I love to write down everything that I sell at the event so I can keep track of it. And I have a specific notebook that I put it in, so I have all of my events, so I know exactly how much money I made at an event, so that I can decide whether I want to do it next year or not, if it was worth the time and effort for me or not. And I forgot it, so that's okay. What I'm gonna do, I have like some napkins in my car, so I'm just gonna bring in my napkins with me, and I'll write it down on my napkins. Try not to throw them out before I leave, and I'll just transfer it over into my notebook when I get home. But dang it, I thought I was on top of my game today. It has officially been 1 hour and I've sold a few things. Here's what my booth looks like now. I've had to move some stuff around.
me to do it. It's a firm. You won't be able to smell it.
I added my little ice cream octos.
It's okay, then screw it.
I added some more of the things I had underneath my table, and then I put these little stands out just to make my mom's trees stand out a little bit more.
This one's a peppermelon. These ones are like a fruity orange.
So my event went pretty well, I think. I haven't tallied up or anything, but I feel like it went much better than I have in the past two for this year. So I'm happy with that. My place was great, and I got to see all kinds of people I know. I got to talk to my vendor friend all day, and other vendor friends came over to my booth to chat with me as well. So that's what I really, really, really love about doing these markets, is that you grow a community with your fellow market vendors, and it's just so nice to see everyone. Like, I walked in this morning and I looked around, and there were 90% of my fellow vendors that I see at many craft events, and it was just so, like, I looked around and I said out loud, all my people are here. Like, it just felt so good to see everyone, know everyone, and it's like a little small community of friends that you make, and so that just lifted my heart, and I'm so happy I did this one, and I had so much fun, and like my cheeks hurt from smiling so much, and I got to see a bunch of like friends and stuff that came to come see the market, and I also got a bunch of repeat customers, and they would come into my booth and be like, what do you have new today? And I'd like show them all the new stuff since the last market I saw them at, and so that was just so much fun, and it keeps me fulfilled. I feel much more fulfilled today than I have. So all in all, it was a great day. I can't wait for the next one now, although my next one isn't for a little while, but I'm just gonna keep crocheting and restocking some of the items that kind of I sold out of. I only sold out of one thing, and that was my sunflower turtles, my miniature sunflower turtles. I have a how many can I make in 1 hour video for that, with the pattern in that video. So if you are interested in seeing that video, go ahead and check that out after this one. And so I have to remake some more of those, but I'm out of those specific colors of yarn in that brand, so I have to make a special order at some point so I can make more of those turtles, because those did sell out today. I think I had 4 or 5 of them. So I don't keep a huge stock of specific items because I lose interest in making them, but I didn't restock those from the last event. I think I sold 2 at my last event. So I need to restock my sunflower turtles. I need to restock my little otters. I'll probably be doing a how many can I crochet in 1 hour of my otters, since I love that pattern, and now that I am out of those, I can restock them, because I had made 5 and I was sitting on them because I didn't want to make too many more if they didn't sell. I only have 1 left of those. I did sell 2 at my last event, so I sold 2 today. But yeah, so I am home. I'm gonna go ahead and unload my vehicle, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hey guys, it is the day after my market, so it is April 28th, and it's a Sunday. I'm taking a fairly easy day, although I did have to run to the store to grab more yarn because some highlights of my market. I did much better than I have in the past two markets of this year. I did one in February and I did another one a couple weeks ago in April, and those were both pretty slow. These are my first experiences with spring markets. I usually only do the fall markets, and I must say traffic is a lot slower in the spring, but that's okay. I kind of went into it figuring that was going to be the way it is, because obviously fall markets, people are shopping for gifts for other people. They're more likely to spend their money, where the spring markets, it was a really nice day outside, and we, like, one of the first days outside that we've had that was nice. So that actually made an impact on this specific market. And made it a little bit slower than people were expecting it to be. But we still had a very good turnout, I thought anyway. I felt like we had a good turnout. I mean, as markets go, you have your highs and lows, and it comes in waves, where right at the beginning of the market, I felt like people were coming in and coming through. And even before the market opened, I ended up selling a few things to some fellow vendors. And I even got a couple custom orders from fellow vendors, people I know and I trust and have bought from me before. So that was exciting that I had those custom orders. And I had a few people that came in and through that requested a custom order as well, because I didn't have something specific that they wanted, but they wanted to get it from me. So I wrote down their information, and a tip for you guys to do is, I used to have them take my card and take my information and be like, message me what you want. And then sometimes I'd hear from them and sometimes I wouldn't. But what I did yesterday is I said, here's my information. Let me take your information, and I'm going to contact you right now while you are standing right in front of me, so that I am reminding you that you spoke with me. We are now like talking, communicating through Messenger or email or whatever source they want to use. And it reminds me to get back to them when I get home. And it also reminds them that we had that communication, and we continue that communication along the way. Did want to just bring up some highlights of my market. So my top seller for my mini items was 100% all the way to the extreme of what it was 2 weeks ago at my other market. So my other market, my best sellers of my last market were my octos for a total of 5. Yesterday, 1. So different, right? The balance just is so weird, and that's why I have so many different things that I bring, because you never know what people are gonna want. So, and then also at my last market, my second top seller were my little chicks that I have. And once again, yesterday, I don't even think I sold a miniature chick. So go from 3 at one market, 0 at the other market. You just never know what's gonna sell at your markets. Let's see. My top sellers for me at this particular market were my sunflower turtles, and they're just my miniature sunflower turtles, and I sold 4, and I sold out. I probably would have sold more if I had more. So I ran out of those color yarns, so I am gonna have to place a premiere order. So you'll be able to see a yarn haul coming up probably in a couple weeks, because I do have to place a premiere order to get those colors so I can restock for my next market, because those went great. I also sold some loaf cats. That was the first time I had my loaf cats. I think I had like I don't know, like 10 loaf cats, and I sold 3, so I thought that was pretty good. I noticed that one thing that everyone seems to sell a lot of, but I can't seem to sell, are my axolotls. They're a good size too, and people are like, oh, look at the axolotl, oh, cute, 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 and no one like purchases them. So I don't know if I have the price too high or they just see other things that they like better. I think I only have them for like $10, but I have 5 and I still have 5 now. So that is one thing that I thought would sell really well based off of what other people say, and it doesn't seem to sell for me. So I'm gonna keep giving them a try. I might drop the price down a little bit. They've been at, I think they've only been at 2 markets, so maybe I'll keep them the same for my next market, see if they go. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna be making any more of those once they're gone though, because it just doesn't seem like something that's gonna work for me. And to be honest, I didn't really enjoy making them anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, so those were my highlights of my best and worst sellers. Oh, I did sell one of my ice cream octos that I made the night before. So someone got one of the strawberry ones, and I got a lot of commotion on them. A lot of people were interested, and some people were like, oh, look at the cute little ice cream, the dropped ice cream. And then they'd have a friend with them, and their friend would be like, that's not just an ice cream, look, it's an octopus. And they're like, no, it's just an ice cream. And their friend would like pick it up and be like, oh, look, it's an octopus. So it was funny to see the difference of like how people viewed it. A lot of people just thought it was an ice cream, and then the other people were like, no, it was an octopus, that's awesome. So it got a lot of like interest, and people walked in so that because I had it on my back table, so they would walk in to like pick it up and look at it. But I didn't sell a lot of them. I only had them for like $8. Just sold one, but that's okay because it's still pretty early in the season for that type of product. I feel like that's going to be pretty good. It's pretty popular in summer, and we're still into spring. So I liked the kind of interaction I got from that particular product. Maybe I will make like a giant one just for fun of making a giant one. I did have someone suggest me making a vanilla with chocolate chips. They were like, oh, I love it, but I wish it wasn't mint chocolate chip. I like just vanilla chocolate chip. And so I was like, yeah, I was gonna make a vanilla one, but I ran out of time. So that might be something I do, is just some different colors. Maybe I'll make like a large, just vanilla with sprinkles on it, a bigger sized one, and see how that does. I don't know. I think I have some of like the extra large bulky yarn that I actually accidentally bought. And I think I have white, and I think I have like kind of like this color that would work for the cone. So maybe, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make like a really big one, and that will draw a lot of people into the table because they'll come to see that and then look at my other things. That's something you definitely want to bring attention to your table, to your booth. And so having bigger items, even if you don't expect them to sell, it's nice to have, because I did have a lot of people that were attracted to my bigger items and would come to look at my bigger items and not necessarily buy the bigger items, but it drew them in. And then the smaller items usually sell better. I loved the feedback I got. It was a lot of fun. I feel much more positive again and better about this market. And I know that like my past 2 markets, I was like almost getting down on myself and like thinking, oh, maybe I'm not right for this. Maybe there's too many other crochet plushie makers in my area, because it seems like every time I go to a market, there's 1 or 2 new plushie makers at my markets. But you know what? I think that there are enough people and we all are so different and we all have our own interests, that it's okay. I don't want it to be a competition. I want it to be a community. And I think that just bringing in a positive energy and making what you love and just enjoying what you do, you're gonna still do well with it. So I just need to stop getting down on myself if I don't I feel like I see so many people saying they make, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 at their market, selling out at their markets. And it makes me have that feeling am I doing this right? But after yesterday, I feel I might not be making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 selling out $1,000 markets, but I'm doing enough to make it enjoyable for me. And that's why I do this. I do it to get out, to build a community, to socialize, to enjoy what I do, show people what I love, and it's supporting my yarn addiction. So it's as long as I can, pay for my yarn at the end of the day, I'm doing something that I love, and that's all that matters to me. So yay! With that, I think I'm gonna close out this video. I've been rambling for 15 minutes. So I'm gonna close out here. Talk to all of you guys next time. If you got all the way to the end of this video, go ahead and let's do a kitty cat for an emoji to show me that you got all the way to the end. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. Show me that you love what I'm doing. Give me some ideas of what you would like me to do next. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.